Okay, so if there's any spirit people with us here tonight, can you please come forwards to either one of the tables or all of the tables? And if I can please ask you to pull the flame up for me, please. Confirmation that you are there. You can use my energy, you can use the energy of anybody that's willing to give it. Can you raise the flame of the candle, or all of the candle flames for me, please? If anybody does see anything, please do shout up, because I'm looking at 3 at once here. Is that one at the back flickering? I can't tell.
A little bit.
A little bit. If there's a spirit person down at that front table, can you lift the flame higher for me, please? Can you lift the flame higher? Or can you flicker it again, please, but make it quite erotic? I can feel like there's like a buzz of energy in here. Because my arms, you're not going to see, but my arms are going all tingly. So there's definitely some energy in here. Is that one going up, or is that the same?
Same. Oh, it starts dripping a little bit, but I can see like a white aura around it.
Yeah. Yeah, it can. I mean, I'm not going to lie, it can be a little bit tricky, because obviously when you're staring into a flame, your eyes get a little bit funny. But like I say, what we're looking for really is strong pull up. There's definitely something here. There's definitely some energy here. Because what I've got is energetically, it's like, it's all, I know that we're in like a hall of space, but it feels like there's kind of this swirling kind of dancing energy around me.
I see it. It's going wider.
It's going wider.
Back. Yeah. Now it's gone smaller, please.
It's all
It's bigger though now.
Smaller.
Yes.
That one's, you're right over there.
I can see somebody that looks like holding either a crucifix or
Okay. In the
cross
flame.
in the frame. Yeah.
Okay. There's a lot of energy in here, so if you can please use the energy to affect the candle flames, but make it very, very obvious. If you can pull it up for us. Is that one flickering again?
Yeah. It seems longer and thinner than the others.
Yeah. If there's anybody by this table here, please really pull up that flame for us, so it's really obvious that you're here. You can use our energy, anybody who's willing to give it. Really raise it up.
Holy
for me,
shit.
please.
Somebody's jumping about.
Is it the flame or something else?
It's like somebody's stomping on my back.
Something on your back.
It's probably a father giving him a good kick.
Yeah. Can you do that again, spirits, if you're around this lady?
If the person that's touched the lady over there, can you go to one of the other tables and touch somebody else, but just gently for me, please? I thought I just saw something move over by the kitchen there.
There's something cold here.
Yeah, I thought I just saw it. I just out of the corner of my eye, I saw like a shadow there. It was like somebody walking down here. It was like that. Yeah. There's a lot of energy here.
Oh,
A lot of energy here.
Blow it out.
Here again.
Round it, it's freezing round here.
Are you getting anything? Yeah.
I'm not surprised. I think the doctor was just really cold around here.
Yeah. So energetic. The best way I can describe it, and like I said, I know that we're in a hall. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to bullshit people and say that I'm seeing the stuff that I'm not, because at the moment I'm not seeing anything. I mean, I saw something out of the corner of my eye there, but it's almost like there's people like ballroom dancing, but you know that kind of dancing where it's more like is it a waltz where they're kind of like going round like that? It's that kind of energy. It's like swirling round the room. So I'm not surprised people are picking stuff up. If there's any of the spirit people here, there's one of these devices, they're an electrical device on each table. Can you move the lights up for us, please? Yeah, feel free to move it if you can't see it. Don't be shy about touching the stuff. The only ones I'd say just be a bit careful for is the 2 dolls there and the Native American bust. The rest of them, feel free to pick them up. Like I said, that miner, if you want to hold him, it's got a bit of a weird tingle to him.
It's just
Something really
No, I'm
sweet.
too full.
Really, really sweet.
If you could please try and channel the energy of this room, whoever's with us, to either make the devices go up in lighting, or raise the flame of the candle, whatever's easiest for you, please.
The candle's moving a lot. The flame's moving a lot on this table. It's moving from side. Not like fast, slow.
I don't know if it's, like I said, I'm not a spiritual medium, so I used to be, but it changed to psychic mediumship, so I do see spirit people, but I don't get things like names, unfortunately, which is really frustrating for me, because I've got a little old lady, and she looks like a little old lady, but she's not talking to me. When spirit appear to me, they age it for me, so she's displaying in black and white. So it's kind of going back a bit. Now let me try and explain what she looks like, and this is the hard part. Right, so I want to say she's probably about yay tall, so what's that, 5 foot-ish? She's got curling hair. It's not short, it's probably just below her jawline. I want to give her a kind of ruffled cravat type thing on. I want to give her she's in black and white, but I want to say it's a navy blue blazer. And then I want to give her, I can't tell the shape of them. She's wearing glasses, but they've got a funny shape to them. It's automatic. My mind's trying to take me to heart-shaped glasses, but I know that's because you're getting some. So my mind's consciousness is kicking in. But she's got these kind of thick glasses, but not like mine. She's a bit dressed like. I want to go a bit more kind of late 60s, early 70s. But with the blazer and the skirt on, she's a bit dressed, a bit manufacturing. It's that kind of like formal kind of wear. And like I say, I don't know if she's connected to somebody on the table or the building, but that's who's coming up in my mind. I think she's probably more likely to be connected with the building or the area, because because I just had the word chancellor pop up in my mind. So not necessarily like a government chancellor, but like a committee chancellor or something along those lines. But I'm picking up on her around this area here. She's showing me a photo of herself, and she's holding something like a plaque of some sort. You know when you get those kind of like giant checks that you see people with. It's not one of those, but it's like I want to take a photo of her, and she's holding this thing that looks like one of those giant checks. So I'm going to.
She's in the. She was actually a counsellor.
Counsellor.
A counsellor.
Okay. Yeah. Obviously, I don't know what the connection is to the
Her name was
building.
Phoebe Williams.
What was the name, sorry?
Phoebe Williams.
Phoebe Williams, right. Was she Mrs. or Miss?
Ms.
Ms. Right, okay. I just feel like she's the kind of lady who would have liked a title.
Yeah.
Right, Ms. Williams, are you with us here now, please? If you're here with us now, I've gone really tingly. Can you lift either the flame on the candle or light up the devices on the table for me, please? We mean you no harm, we're here with respect. We're here out of respect for the building, and we're here out of respect for the people who would have used this building over the many years. Are you able to communicate with us via the candle or the electrical devices, please? I don't know if she's going to, in my mind she's a little bit resistant. She's a little bit resistant. I feel like she probably would have been quite a conservative, not as a political party, but quite a conservative lady in her time. I don't, you know, sometimes I go places and the spirits can be quite, they don't like me being there, especially because I'm a witch. I don't think she's that harsh with it, but I think it's not so much that she doesn't agree with what we're doing, I just think she sees us a little bit like we're doing parlour tricks and she's not going to kind of rise to it, if that makes sense.
I'm seeing in this candle and in this light, it's doing the same
It gets
thing.
thinner.
Yeah, and I think it's a youngish woman, pregnant.
Oh,
As in the spirit person.
I
candle.
think so.
Now look. And I got a gentleman sat in that chair.
And it's the same image that keeps coming up in flame, so that she grows, and then you can see a little baby belly.
Okay, like as in like you're scrying the candle flame, that's what you're
Yeah.
seeing there. Yeah, okay. I'm wondering if she's attached to the dolls, to be honest with you. Because when I said that, the reason why I turned around like that was because I just had in my mind it just said frog, and you're holding the frog. if there's any spirits attached to the items, can you communicate with us via the devices or the candles, please?
She's like almost Victorian, with a longer dress on.
Okay.
Sort of like a tall lady, young lady. She's back.
I don't think that this is a message. Again, this isn't so much spirit. This is more me being psychic. But I feel it might be you because you're holding the frog. But I've just got what just keeps repeating in my mind is don't be afraid to let it go. And I'm not talking about the actual frog. So I don't know if there's something going off at the moment that you're still kind of holding on to that needs releasing. I don't know, but I feel like I just need to say that to you. Can I go off there? Okay. There's something about once you let it go, it's going to give.
Stop nodding.
It's going to give you better clarity and perspective moving forwards. I feel like it does have a little bit of a like spiritual connection to it. Can I assume that you do a little bit of mediumship, or you're on that
No.
kind of no?
They have said when I've been to see sort of like psychic mediums, they have said, you know, you need to do what you're going to do. You're really good at it. You are very
Yeah.
spiritual, and it's not something I choose to do.
Yeah. The reason why I ask is it's not so much as in you have to go and be a medium, but a very common thing is when people start on a bit of a kind of spiritual path, they start opening up and you're looking for answers and you're looking for the greater meaning of it all. Okay. And it just feels a little bit like you're still holding on to something from the past which is blocking those answers. So there's something that you need to release and let go of. I don't know what that is. As I always say, I'm a psychic, not a mind reader, so I'm not poking around any secrets. I won't go any further than that. But yeah, that's what was coming through to me just a second ago. Are we getting any other activity from the candles, or anybody getting
I've just seen like something goes shooting straight across that back wall,
along there?
along there.
What did it look
Like
like?
an orb.
Like an orb?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, do look out for orbs, shadow people. Do you guys get something with, do you guys often see stuff in the mirrors that isn't there?
Sometimes do, yeah.
I can't see anything, it's just I was drawn to look into the mirrors.
Sometimes I think because of the bar, it's weird, isn't it? Some nights it's really weird. You think that there's somebody there in the room.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah.
There's somebody, and it's probably the person I caught out the corner of my eye, but it's like there's somebody on loop. And it's like they're coming in, they're walking fast, and then they just, I just keep seeing that on repeat in my mind.
You know what that is.
Probably do, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a bit of a clue. So,
Yeah. Sorry.
yeah, so for me, just to kind of distinguish, for me, there's a difference between a spirit and a ghost. So as far as I'm aware, a ghost has never, ever communicated with anybody. So generally speaking, when you see something with your eyes, right, that's a ghost. And for me, that is a replay. It's a replay in time. It's called the stone tape theory. So you think about the old recording cassettes, that's a magnetic strip. And it kind of captures images and sound. I don't know how it works, beyond me. But buildings obviously are made of brick and stone and stuff like that. And the theory is that brick and stone, it captures images in time. So when you go to these old haunted houses and stuff like that, and you see the lady in white, for example, that is just a recording in time, because those ghosts never communicate with anybody. They never say anything. They might look like they're looking at you, but it's just capturing a moment, and this is why it repeats at certain times of the year, at certain atmospheric, whatever, periods of time. A spirit is somebody who's active. A spirit is somebody who's passed over and they're coming back in visitation. And they tend to be the ones that touch you, you can hear, you can whatnot, and actually communicate. So that's my definition of how we kind of wheedle the two out. So with that motion and it being on repeat, I feel that's more of an energetic imprint. I'm not saying that he doesn't come back here in visitation, but with it kind of just showing in repeat in my mind, I would say when you're seeing that, that's probably just more the residual energy left over. I don't know who this is aimed at, but it might be in regards to the building, but I keep getting in my mind, don't be afraid to cleanse it. Don't be afraid to cleanse it. Is there anything in the building whereby somebody said, don't touch it, don't get rid of it? As far as, nothing like major. Because I don't necessarily feel like I want to cleanse the whole building, but I feel like there's something that needs cleansing or removing or something along those lines.
Not as I can think of.
No, okay.
Not as I can think of.
I'm going to say what's coming into my mind. It makes no sense because it's just literally popped into my head, so I don't know if it relates to anybody. I just keep getting the phrase, there's a time and a place. There's a time and a place. So, I don't know, just not say what comes through. I feel drawn over here, and I want to use the phrase, there's something more to come, but I can't tell who it's directed at.
Can I just say something?
Mm-hmm.
I'm part of a paranormal group,
Mm-hmm.
and we met this lad, and he was reading out at Grimwald books, and he put something heavy on me. So when you're saying you might need to cleanse it,
Might be you then, yeah.
can't get rid of this nasty feeling.
Okay. to you later.
Yeah.
I don't want to freak anybody out. It's nothing to worry about. Nothing to worry about. It's going to be a bit hard to see. I'm a bit far away, but in the far corner, so behind the chairs, unfortunately, from where you guys are sat, there's a lady sat there. I think it's the lady that we mentioned a second ago. I can't remember her name now, but it's like she's just sat there. She's got her legs crossed over like that. Might not be the same lady. I'm not sure. Do you know if this lady was a smoker?
Oh yes.
Because I can just see some. What I want to do is, you know, those old cigarette cases. Yeah, it's like she's sat in the corner. She's got one leg over the other. She's got this skirt that comes down to her knee, and then it's like she's got a cigarette case. She's opened it up. She's taken one out. She's dabbed it. She's put it in her mouth and she's lighting it. And it's like she's just sat in that corner, kind of watching what we're doing. She's saying this was her home from home. So I feel like she would have spent a lot of time here. I feel like, you know, obviously you mentioned she was a counsellor. I feel like potentially she might have had a little bit of involvement in regard to kind of running the place, and if not directly, indirectly. And I feel like she would have been here quite a bit. I feel like she also would have been a little bit, and I don't mean this in a disrespectful way to her, because obviously she had a lot of standing in the community, but I feel like she quite enjoyed that kind of queen bee status that she had. She wasn't like overly egotistical about it, but she'd put you in your place if you didn't kind of address her right, and this is why I wanted to know her title, so to speak. She's saying something about the back, and I can't tell if she's saying that she likes to go out the back or she doesn't like to go out the back. She used to like going out the back, and I feel like that's more when she was in physical form. I don't think she likes going out the back now. Okay, it's all very dramatic. It doesn't scare me. She's not saying this to scare me. She's saying there's something out the back that shouldn't be named. So for me, that would just be an indication it's an entity. Entities aren't really. I mean, they're not nice. Don't get me wrong, but they're not as scary as you think they are. They're just energy, basically. They start to build up over time. They can create human form. If they've been a conjured entity, potentially what you've got on there, they can be more malevolent. They can be a little bit more nasty. But entities, basically, they come from a different frequency. So if you think about us here now, in the 3D as we call it, okay, when you pass over, you shift onto a different frequency. So think about it like a radio station. So you're still in the same room, you've got the radio, but you're just changing the radio station, changing the frequency. So when we pass over, we go to a higher frequency, entities come from a lower frequency. And sometimes they kind of creep through, a bit like when spirits come through and communicate with us. So I think that potentially there is an entity in the building, probably lurks in the back. That could also tie into this cleansing thing that might need getting rid of. I have noticed, because I do a lot of personal house cleansings, in areas like this, mining areas, there has been a significant increase in house cleansings for me at least. Don't get me wrong, I don't do them every other week. It's normally one or two every couple of months or so. But they've always been, the first thing I ask normally when I get there is there a mine shaft under here or nearby? And the answer is virtually always yes, and the answer is always virtually, yeah, they're recently flooded. Water's a conductor. I can't tell you why these entities are coming up. They're what I call elemental entities. So they're not human, they've never been human, they're attached to the earth. They come up, and the way I describe it is they're a bit like kind of feral dogs. They get trapped in the house, they don't know what to do, so they start pulling on your energy. And I come in and whip them away. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the ghost box out. Just before I do that, you're obviously from a paranormal group. Does anybody watch paranormal shows?
Yeah.
I have done.
Yeah, okay. Much like in the spiritual community, I'm quite keen to call out the BS with it. So I'm quite happy to just quickly discuss some of the tricks of the trade. Alright, so trick 1, right? That's my phone. Makes it go off, right? If I start pressing buttons, normally that makes it go off even more. Okay? Trick number 2. So this is a REM pod, and it picks up when you get close. Now apparently at some point, some clever dick realised if you had your walkie-talkie on, but you switch the volume off, you click the button and they go off. So that's how they do it. Trick number 3, this is an old school one. They put a penny or something on their shoe, they're filming around like this. Ting! So, you know, let's make no mistake, there is a lot of fakery, trickery within the paranormal community, and more so on the television side of things. Unfortunately, every TV show, every YouTube show, they are all looking for the golden goose, and they all want to capture it, but it's extremely hard to do that because getting this stuff on footage is extremely difficult, so they'll do anything for ratings, unfortunately. I used to watch Ghost Adventures many years ago, but I can't stand Zach anymore.
No, rubbish.
Yeah. Now, they captured some of the most compelling evidence ever when they did the documentary. I don't know if you've seen that far back.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then they've had it analysed by experts and everything, and they've all said, we can't explain it. This has catapulted them into fame, fortune, and unfortunately, they've run with it, they've rinsed it, they've pulled every dollar they can out of it, and, you know, you look back to where this all started, Most Haunted, right? And they used to use mediums. Unfortunately, the mediums started faking it. Oh yeah, sorry, yeah. So, I've never met Derek Cora. I wasn't on the circuit at that point, but I know people who have known Derek Cora. They've all said he was a fantastic medium. Now, for me personally, I feel that he was pressurised by the TV company, because you watch the old ones and he gets loads of time. Gets loads of time to investigate, loads of time to get the information. As it goes through, you got Yvette Fielding shouting at him, "What's the name? Where did she come from? What's happened?" Yeah, and then he's blurting out stuff. He gets set up by Kieran O'Keefe and he gets called faking. Now, I don't condone it whatsoever. I think him doing that's stupid. But each their own, but I can understand why. So that's shifted to more technology based, and this is where Ghost Adventures jumped on it. Let's use technology, let's use night vision cameras, let's use, SLR cameras and stuff like that. That's great, but now people say, yeah, but that's technology so it can be tampered with. So when it comes to the paranormal, it is simple as this. You either believe it or you don't. There's no in between. Okay. Right, anyway, we're going to use the ghost box. Now what this does is it scans through radio channels at a fast rate. So it will be a little bit and it might pick up a couple of stations, okay? What we're looking for is I'm going to call out, I'm going to ask for names and stuff like that. We're looking for clear responses, not just jumpy bits. Now I'm not going to lie to you, I bought this with great anticipation, I don't really rate it. A lot of investigators do. It could be me, like I say, my hearing's not the best. So I'm just going to put it on, and then I'll start asking out some questions. And again, if you can shout up if you hear anything. Okay, so there's any spirit people with us here this evening, this is you coming through and clearly talk through this device here. Can you tell us your name, please? Are you able to tell us your name, please? I heard something, I didn't catch what it was, but then I heard what... Peter.
Yeah.
Right. I heard after Peter, I heard what sounded like Elsie. Was that a birthday connection with Elsie? No. Okay. Is there a spirit person called Peter here with us, please? Is there a Peter here with us, please? If there is, if you can just clearly say yes. Or Elsie. Who's trying to communicate with us here, please? What's out the back? Can you tell us what's in the back room? So if anybody hears anything, do shout.
Liam and Michael.
Sorry?
Liam and Michael.
Liam and Michael. Right. Have we got a Liam or Michael here, please? Liam or Michael? Can you come through Mr. Glass, please?
I sure heard it saying no you can't.
No, you can't. No.
Yeah.
Why do you not want to speak to us? Why are you here? This is your opportunity to come and communicate with us. Are you attached to the building? Or are you here with somebody who's come tonight? Is there something attached to the stage? Can you say the lady's name who was sat in the corner smoking? I'm just going to stop it there because I keep getting drawn to the stage, and I've had this when I've stood at events here. A lot of the people who stand at the events, they say they don't like the stage. And I've been taken up there before to stand and feel the energy, and the energy feels a bit weird in there. Now, it's going to sound a little bit morbid, but what I always get is I don't know if somebody hanged themselves off it or something along those lines. No. That's why I keep getting in my mind, but there's definitely something about the stage. And when I was stood there listening to when that was going off, I wasn't listening to what was coming through. And again, I don't know if this is any kind of relevance to what's gone off on that stage, but I keep getting don't look down. Don't look down. So I don't know if has it got like a trapdoor on it?
No, but there is a dip underneath it.
Okay. I don't know then. I don't know because I keep.
Unless there's a trapdoor underneath the line of what's in there.
Yeah.
The dancing floor. I've never seen one.
Yeah, but there's something about that you don't look down. Not sure. Okay. What I can see is more over that side. I can see a chap, and I want to put a flat cap on him. I want to give him quite a, I'm going to say big nose, but I'm not trying to be disrespectful to him. He's a little bit bulbous. He's got a moustache. He's got like a tweedy jacket on, and again he's got a cigarette on as well. And it's like he's in the corner and he's bent down, and it's like he's doing some work on something, like maintenance or something along those lines. I don't know what he doesn't feel like a bad energy. Looking at him, he just feels like a normal person who would have been working on the building or used to come here. So I don't know what the connection is, but like I say, on that stage, when I've been up there previously, it does have weird energy to it, so I'm not sure where that comes from.
Well, that's funny you should say that, because we went to an event near my niece, and it was hung outside in a tree,
Okay.
and it takes you to the spot.
Yeah.
But she seen the man with the flat cap, the tweed jacket, and then it just vanished,
Okay.
didn't you?
What, here or this?
No, we went to this, house, but it weren't at the house that I saw this guy. We were walking around this lake, and then just this guy appeared.
Okay.
And went behind the tree, and then he just vanished. I don't know, just weird how you just
Picked
tell
up
me
on
about
that.
him
Yeah.
just before.
This guy feels like he's attached to here, if I'm honest with you. Because what I'm getting, because I used to be a smoker myself, and I can smell the smoke in my mind, and it's quite a heavy. It's almost like Camel cigarettes or.
We smell it regular, innit?
Yeah, it's like quite a heavy. And what I've got is it's like he's got. This might age him a little bit, because it's like a filterless cigarette.
Like a woodbine.
Yeah, I think that's what it's called. Yeah, because.
Yeah.
I've only had a couple of them a couple of times, and obviously without having the filter on, it sticks to your lip, and it's almost like I've got that sensation of a cigarette stuck to my lip, and a bit of the tobacco's coming out, and then mixing that with the smell, because it's almost like how pipe tobacco's heavier. It's not pipe tobacco, but it's got that kind of heavier cigarette smell to it. The lady in the corner there. With the smell of her cigarette smokes, it's lighter. It's almost like silk cut or something along those lines. Whereas his is like proper heavy smoke. Like I said, I don't know who he is. What were those names we've got?
Peter and Michael.
Peter and Michael. He could be this Peter or Michael. Like I say, sadly one of my gifts isn't names. But he's definitely he's doing something on the stage, and again he feels a little bit more active. Like I said, the repeat motion there, that feels more residual, just because it's like been built up and built up and built up over time, when somebody's living. With him, he feels like he comes more in visitation. I feel like, I don't want to say he would have been a handyman as such, but I feel like he would have been involved in the centre at some point, doing something like that. Something like doing the electrics or something along those lines, you know what I mean? Probably not so much hired in, because I do want to go back a bit in time here. But yeah, he's kind of on the stage. I'm not seeing it clearly, but I've just clocked somebody over by that door there. I think they were too quick, it flashed her now. There's a lot of energy here, down the sides. Like I say, I'm assuming with that it's because there's been dancing in here. Because it's like I say, it's almost going round in that kind of ballroom fashion with the way the energy is flowing. I don't know if this is a message for anybody. It could be for you guys, but it just came up in my mind and said, don't be afraid to look it up.
I was just thinking that we need to look it up.
Don't be afraid to look it up. I think this is more a message for me because obviously all I know about this building is that this is called the drill hall. So for me automatically I'm thinking kind of World War II, stuff like that. I'm assuming with the way the look of the building is, I probably want to say it was probably more Victorian when it was built or just after that. But I'm being told, probably more so the land, I'm being told this goes back further than what you realise. So it wouldn't surprise me if there was something built here originally, it was knocked down and then rebuilt on kind of, what comes after Victorian, is it Edwardian?
Yes.
I think it is, isn't it? Yeah. Kind of that era. So I feel like there was something here previously, probably not as big, but I'm being told it goes because I want to say that like the land goes back further than what you realise. And they're just saying because of that, they're saying there's some nasties in the building. There's some nasties in the building. So I'm talking about kind of slightly more malevolent spirit beings. I mean, I don't feel like like I said, there's quite possibly some kind of entity in the back room down there, and this is why you pick up on that weird kind of energy. I don't feel it's anything that's necessarily going to harm you, but it's gonna kind of play silly buggers, if anything else. The mirrors, they'll be acting as a bit of a portal as well. They'll be kind of charging the energy as well. Because when I look into it, I feel a little bit like it's almost like it's rippling. You know, if you look into like a pool of water, it's a little bit like that. But then when I look over there, out the corner of my eye, it's a bit like it's like I can see people there. It's a bit like there's a party or something along those lines going off, and I can see all these people. And as I'm saying that, I'm feeling a little bit claustrophobic because it's almost like I'm stood in this room or here, and there's a lot of people kind of buzzing around, and there's a lot of noise going off. And I'm being told there's a lot of different frequencies of energy, and you're going to pick up on them at different times, and this is why it can feel a little bit confusing. It wouldn't surprise me. I mean, I've not had it since I've been here or any time I've been here, but it wouldn't surprise me if people sometimes just randomly feel a bit dizzy for no reason. They'll just kind of walk in, they'll be doing something, and all of a sudden, ooh, and that's this kind of swirling energy that goes around the place. I'm being taken down, this is a common thing. I know we're in mining area, in a mining area. I want to say that potentially there's some kind of flow of water, like, and I get this sometimes, and I'm not saying this is what it would look like if we went down there, but you know in the second Ghostbusters film, when they go down and it's like that old Victorian, I don't know if everybody would see that, it's like this grand Victorian sewer system. It's kind of like that. I don't think it would look exactly like that. I don't think we're in the right area of the world, but it's almost like there's some kind of water network or sewer network that would have been built at the time, and that flowing water's charging things, and that's a common thing. So if I do a house cleansing, oftentimes I'll go in, and I'll go, oh, it feels a bit funny here, and I'll go, does your drainage pipe go on here? They go, yeah. Pick up the water. You what, sorry?
There's a cupboard there. There's a
Along there.
yeah.
Yeah. I feel like if you went down, I think it would be a lot bigger and grander than what people realise. Put it that way. I feel like there's an old sewage or waterworks system underneath here. Yeah. Right, any spirit people with us this evening? I've got a new device here. You can manipulate the energy through it to come and talk to us. Okay? Anything that you say will come through in the speaker here. Let's say good. Good. Right, so my name's Richard. First thing to mention is I am a witch. I know that some of you spirit people don't like witches. Can you say your name for us, please?
Don't.
Why won't you tell us your name?
Alma.
We mean you no harm, we're just here to communicate with you. Can you tell us your name, please?
Derek.
Is your name Derek? Is that you? Can you say my name, please? Leave this place.
Yeah.
Why would you like us to leave? I feel really cheesy. Is it?
Imp. I got him.
Imp. Is there an imp here? Is that what's in the back room?
Not sitting on the back.
I must be a...
Not sitting on the back to back.
Okay.
Yeah.
What? We're not in the right area for an imp. Why is there an imp here? What's in the back room?
I am.
What's your name?
Sound like Keith.
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 I've never heard of an entity called Keith.
No, I am.
I say that, one of my guys is called Keith. No, Brian. Right, are you attached to the building? Are you attached to the building or somebody here? Right. I'm gonna go around each table and I'm gonna get everybody to say their name, and then I want you to repeat their name. I just heard Lisa.
I did too.
Right, my name's Richard.
My name's Charlie.
I'm Claire.
Sally.
Vanessa.
Okay. Can you say somebody's name at this table for us, please? Can you say somebody's name at this table first off, please? Right, moving to the next table. I heard Peter then again. Is there a Peter here with us?
Peter could have something to do with me.
Peter could have something to do with you. Right, can you don't say your name yet?
No.
Can you say the lady's name that might have a connection to Peter, please? If we're communicating with Peter, what's the message you'd like to pass on, please? Okay. Right. I'm going to go around this table and get everybody to say their name, and then if you just hold, and then I'm going to ask you to repeat the name. Okay? So start with you.
Olivia.
Lucy. Shirley. Tara.
Can you say somebody's name at this table for me, please? Did you say your name was Lucy? I just said Lucy. It should pick up. I'm recording, so it should pick up on there.
Hi.
What message have you got for Lucy, please? Lucy.
Lucy, yeah. Wow.
Is that Peter? Is it Peter? What message have you got for Lucy, please? Can you say that more clearly, please? You can use my energy. Now's your opportunity to communicate with Lucy. Please use this opportunity to pass on a message to her. What's your connection to Lucy? I don't know if this is a chap, but I keep seeing a chap in my mind, and it's like he's balding on top. He's got a bit of hair around the sides, but it's dark. It's like brown. Said Lucy again.
Yeah, I do.
But it's like I'm seeing the back of his head, so I can't see his face. So I can just see the hair coming round here, and then like bald on top. I don't know if this is his chap.
He likes my name.
Yeah.
He keeps saying it.
You obviously want to communicate with Lucy, so what is it that you want to say, please?
Oh no, did that just say surprise? Alright. Oh, alright. Okay, you better not say I keep hearing ale.
Ale.
Yeah.
Lucy.
Yeah. Hi.
What's your connection to Lucy? Can you tell us your connection?
Just sit.
What did it say, sir?
Just sit.
Just sit. Are you telling me to sit? I'm not going to sit. Right.
I think that's what I would.
I would.
Mm.
Nah, I'm not scared. Right, let's go to this table. I've gone really tingly as I come round here.
Oh, it's alright, it's alright.
Right.
Promise.
So I'm going to move to this table. I'm still saying your name. Right. Right, I'm going to go around. Right, your name?
Lee.
Zoe.
Paige. Chelsea. Dawn.
Steve. Can you say somebody's name at this table, please? Are there any spirit people who want to come through and speak to anybody at this table, please? Now's your time. Can you say the name of somebody at this table, please?
Do you like them? That's what she said.
Do you like rum?
Like them.
Do you like them?
highlight.
Saying your name again. I'm assuming so, unless it's Lucy over there, but I don't think it is. Who are you? What do you want? Why have you gone quiet? What's in the back? What's in the back room? Dennis.
That's him.
Are we speaking to Dennis? Silence. Or are you saying Dennis is in the back? Okay. I'm not. There's something not very nice in here. And I'm not saying that for dramatic effect. Okay. What's in the back? Is that what needs cleansing? Right.
Boy Jack.
Jack.
Boy Jack.
Boy Jack. And we've got Boy Jack here.
Yes.
Yes. What are you doing here, Jack? You keep saying your name. Why do you keep saying the name Lucy?
Peace.
Peace.
Yes.
Are you asking for Lucy to find some peace or to give you some peace? And when I say that, I mean like potentially some forgiveness. Do you need Lucy to forgive you? Or do you want Lucy to find some peace? Give.
He wants me to forgive him.
I understand. Was it Pete or Peter?
Peter.
Peter. Is this Peter?
I am. So there's a story behind it.
Okay.
So his real name isn't Peter.
Okay.
But every time, literally every spiritual event me and Owen go to, he had a budgie named Peter. And
Okay.
he always comes through as Peter.
Okay.
And it's, we've been to so many mediums and they've always said that it's actually him.
Okay.
So that's the story behind Peter. And
Okay.
maybe that's why he's not.
Can you? George is real name. Is your name really George? If you could come through and talk to us, George. Okay. He's coming through in my mind. He's saying something about he needs you to forgive him for not being there. I don't know if that means anything to you.
It would mean something to my mum
Okay.
and the family.
Yeah. I feel that's what the forgiveness is about. So it might not be directly that you need to. That's how you're going to find your peace. But yeah, because it just came into my mind that saying it in that way.
Definitely, yeah, that's
He needs to be forgiven for not being there. He's not like stuck in any kind of purgatory or anything along those lines because it doesn't work that way. I just think because the funny thing with forgiveness is that a lot of the time it's not for the person who's gone, it's so that you can release yourself.
Yeah.
Grief.
Mm.
I'm assuming he's been gone a fair bit of time, a couple of years.
I think he only ever saw me as a baby.
Okay. Because in that case then, it's probably like your mum or something along those lines. I feel like with the word grief coming through, it feels a little bit like with the grief and the forgiveness type thing. I feel like potentially, I'm not saying that your mum's not moved on with her life and getting on with stuff, but it just feels a little bit like it's holding her back. And you know, what I always say is, you don't have to forgive the actions, but you should always forgive the person, because for me, we're human beings, we have flaws, we're fallible. You know, I've had to forgive some horrific things in my life that people have done to me, but I still forgive them because they're a person. People make mistakes. Human beings are stupid. So it's got a little bit of an air of that to it. So I'm not saying that like your mum and the family haven't kind of moved on and gotten on with things, but I feel like that kind of not releasing the fact that something was done, it's just kind of holding them back from their potential. If that makes sense. Okay.
Thank you.